going on, guys? So we got one here where the customer said he just got an oil delivery, but now his oil burner won't work. So this happens actually quite often if the burner's running while they're getting oil, or if they ran out of oil altogether. The system will need to be bled, filters cleaned or replaced, and that type of stuff. So we're going to go over that in this video. Take a look. We got a call here. Customer just got oil. Now the burner won't work. He said he didn't run out. And this happens quite often when a customer is getting oil. They'll run into a bubble or something like that, or the oil company, while filling, if the boiler's running at the same time, they'll stir up some dirt and stuff. It'll get caught in the filter and screen. We're just going to try to hit the reset button and see if it fires. But I am going to check the filters and all too. Not hear the pump click. See if we got any oil out of the bleeder while we're running. It's sputtering. You might have to call a filter or something. Now I've got the oil line taken off, so as long as this clicks and the solenoid opens, we should get oil out of there. Alright, shut that down and put that back on. Next thing we're going to do, actually, before we put that on, we took this little nut off here. We're going to open up the transformer and pull the nozzle out. Check that. Doesn't look too bad. I actually serviced this boiler in November, so that was 4 or 5 months ago. But we're going to check the nozzle anyway. Alright, so it's a 1x80B, 1 gallon, 80-degree nozzle. Doesn't look bad, but we're going to change it anyway. That one right here. We got a new nozzle in there. We're going to check the gap on our electrodes. I do it by eye, but they do make a tool you can use. And then we're going to look in there also. Just going to spray some cleaner in there. This is the equivalent to carb cleaner. It's called KO Blaster. I use that stuff for everything. And then we're going to reassemble this after I check the gap here, our electrode gap. It looks a little widespread right now, so I'm going to adjust that. All right, this happened because he got oil and it sucked some stuff up in there, so we changed the nozzle. We'll put that back on. We're also going to inspect the screen inside here. There's 4 bolts. You use an Allen key to take them off. We're going to open that up and we're going to look in there. Now, before we do that, we want to turn the oil off. Now, when you take those bolts off like they are now, most likely this pump is going to be stuck. Do not beat on it. Just take a screwdriver and pry it off, just like that. Have something underneath of it so it can drain into. We're going to get that separated enough so we can get that strainer out of there. There's a gasket in there also. If you get a new strainer, it comes with a new gasket. Now we got the strainer out of there. You can see it's pretty dirty. You can clean these, but you got to be very careful to make sure you didn't compromise your gasket here, because if you did, it's going to have to be replaced. And like I said, you get the new gasket with a new strainer. So we're gonna take the old gasket off. If you can't get it all off, you'll have to get a scraper, razor scraper, and get it the rest of the way off there. So we'll get all that cleaned off. Make sure the inside is good and clean of debris. can use the carb cleaner on that also. And then we'll put the new strainer in there. All right, there's my new strainer and my new gasket. The new gasket will go on first because your strainer will not, the gasket won't fit back over the strainer once you put it in there. Last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna change our main line filter here. So with the fuel still off, we're gonna break this free. See, mine's up off the ground a little ways, so I need 2 hands to do this. All right, we got our old filter out. We're putting our new filter in now. And make sure you use all the gaskets. It comes with the large gasket, the gasket here to sear your bolt, and then there's another gasket right here you want to change to underneath this bleed screw. Change all of them. The new filter comes with all those gaskets. All right, now with the screen changed, the filter changed, and the nozzle changed, we're going to go ahead, so we're going to put this back on first, and then we can re-bleed the line. And we'll see if it fires. Just gonna open this up slightly, leave our wrench right on there, restore power, wait till we have a good solid stream, and then shut it back. Ignition. Oh, we might sound crappy for a few minutes. We might have a couple bubbles in our oil line. It's out of there. Let it run for a few minutes and see how it handles it. All right, guys, with that one, could we have probably just bled the pump and been good? Maybe. But where he got oil, he said he didn't run out. Chances are the oil company stirred up a bunch of crap while they were delivering oil while the burner was running. So we went ahead and changed the filter, the strainer and gasket and nozzle. And just to be on the safe side, you know, we go ahead and cleaned all that. One thing we also could have done is we could have blew the line out. And what we would have done there is we would have taken the oil supply line off of the pump and hooked a CO2 cartridge device and then blew everything back into the tank. I did not do that. I didn't think about that till after I left, but I had a good stream of oil coming through, and the filter and the strainer weren't that dirty. The strainer did have crap in it, but it wasn't that dirty. So, but that is one other thing you could do. But we got the customer back up and running, and he's happy. He's got heat again. So don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.